This is Kitty, and welcome to Dango Duo. Today it's just me by myself, because I'm going to be reacting to Sound Euphonium Season 2's first episode. Yay! I didn't realize it was a double episode before I started, so this might be the only editorial you're going to get from me this week. I will try to do some more. Anyway, so quickly to go over the format, we're going to be talking about Sound Euphonium, spoiler-free until we get to the spoiler zone. So first off is going to be the summary, the good, the bad, will I keep watching it, and then of course the spoiler zone. If you've never watched any of these before, that's going to be the format for all of these guys. Sound Euphonium was originally a set of novels. It was picked up by Kyoto Animation, which is a gorgeous animating company. The story follows Kumiko and her friends in the school concert band club. The second season picks up exactly where the first season left off, where they just finished their sectionals and they won. So this season they're going to be preparing for nationals. But there was always new drama afoot, and there's always something that keeps them from just being your generic school club. There's always something going on. So let's talk about the good. Kyoto Animation is fucking gorgeous. Everything that you see on the screen is just phenomenal. It's animated beautifully, the colors are so vibrant, and the characters, their emotions really shine through the way that they are animated and the way they move. It's just amazing to watch. Like, even if you're not really interested in the story, the animation itself will keep you interested, because it's just so beautiful. And not everything is, of course, perfect. There has to be a bad, and I have two small points, but they're definitely not enough to mar my enjoyment of this episode. The first point is that we're still kind of focusing on the plot points that we introduced in Season 1, which feels a bit like, come on guys, aren't we getting past this? I know all the drama that happened in the previous year of the school club was important to the third years and the second years, but to the main group that we're following, first years, it doesn't really matter. So it's hard to get really invested sometimes in the drama that happened before they were even a part of the club. And besides, the second and third years usually don't let the first years even be included because it's not part of, this part of the club. So it's hard to get invested in that plot point that they keep bringing back. My other small negative is that it's hard to pay attention to this anime if you don't know anything about music like I do. I'm just a poser, so I'm pretty much in it here for the gays, but if you do know stuff about music, you will follow this a lot better than someone like me does, who doesn't know a thing about music and can't tell what's good or bad or anything like that. I'm just like, oh, they're playing, I don't know, the flute maybe? And that's about as far as I can get. So, as someone who's not good at music, it is kind of hard to keep invested in it, because that's a lot of what this is about, the club going to nationals and doing their very best and stuff. So my recommendation, am I going to keep watching this? Honestly, probably. Like I said, I am not super interested in music, but I'm in it for the gays, I'm in it for Kumiko and Reina, and all their girls and stuff like that, so I will probably keep watching it. If every episode is going to be 47 minutes, I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with it, though, to be honest. So if the next episode is going to be a regular length episode, I will probably keep up with it. But the fact that this was like a 47-minute episode makes it hard for me to keep watching this every week. Or I'll just have to reallocate my time. It's going to be hard if it continues to be this long. But if it goes back to its regular length, I will be totally up for keeping up to this. Even if it keeps up the double episodes, I will probably marathon it at the end of the season and then give you guys my thoughts on it. So that was the main portion of this review. If you guys are still interested or have already seen it and want to keep watching, we're going to go into the spoiler zone. And if not, if you want to watch this episode and then come back, go for it, because the spoiler zone is going to start in 3, 2, 1. Holy shit, this episode is gay! Oh my god. Just gays everywhere. The festival scene, oh my goodness. Like, if they're gonna keep gay baiting this and not actually fulfilling any of this, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. But this seems like like, they're going to actually commit to Reina and Kumiko being a couple. It's hard to say at this point in the story, though, because there was a lot of this same sort of feelings in the first season. And I'm interested to know if this is going to happen, if they're still going to, if they're going to be able to get together actually in canon, or I wonder if this is just like, it's going to be one of those gay baiting things where it's like, oh yeah, definitely, if you see into it, that's fine, but they're not officially canon. Like, I'm so tired of that. I'm just exhausted by it. This one seems a lot more legit. They have a lot of moments together, especially in this episode, where they're on the train, and Reina asks Kumiko to go to the festival with her, and then the whole entire festival where they're together is just like, whoo boy, my little gay heart. Another thing, this is kind of a small thing, but I saved it for the spoiler zone anyway. The opening and ending is pretty cool. I really like them. I liked the opening in the first season, but I didn't really care for the ending, I believe, because I've already forgotten it. I remember the opening a little bit better, so I'm going to assume I liked it then. But the opening is really catchy this time around, and the ending is actually really catchy too, and the visuals in both of them are really gorgeous, especially the ending. The whole, like, kind of muted pastels that they have going on is really cute. We're also introduced to a bunch of new characters this time around, so they've kind of taken the focus away from, like, the previous vice president and the previous president and the current president, and then we're kind of more focusing on some new characters, which is kind of cool. I wonder if they had planned this and they were just kind of, and if you can see in the background, like, one of the new characters, the oboist that we're focusing on this season, the oboist and the flutist who went to middle school together. I can't remember their names off the top of my head. I wonder if they were actually in the background, or at least the oboist was in the background of some of the shots, and they were just like, oh yeah, let's use her as a new plot point for this episode. So I'm glad to see there's different drama going on. I'm slightly disappointed, like I said in the spoiler-free section, that it's still focusing on the previous year of the concert band. It's just kind of like, let's get over it already. We have new things to focus on, and I don't know. Again, it feels like it's being retreaded, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because it still affects a lot of the characters, obviously, but it's getting kind of old at this point. I think if we can kind of solve that problem about midway through the second season, I think we'll be satisfied with that, and then the rest of the season we can focus on the nationals and the drama behind that. I think that would be a good way to kind of split this up. Because the new characters are interesting. I'm interested in their backstory. We got to see a little bit in the flashback where flutist girl says, you know, we're gonna win nationals when we go into high school together. And then you can obviously see some of the drama where the oboist gets sick just hearing the sound of her previous friend playing the flute. So I'm interested to see where that goes. It seems pretty gay. There's even a shot in the ending where you can see the oboist and she has a flower ring and she leans down and gives it a kiss. It's really cute, and I think that could lead somewhere very interesting. Again, though, for our first episode, it was fucking long, and I'm tired of the teacher already, the new teacher and the old teacher. I'm like, that's cool and all, but I'm done with you guys already. I never liked the main teacher guy, and I can't really put my finger on why I didn't. It might be because, like, they keep bringing up the fact that Reina likes him, like, in a romantic way, even though they're pushing this Reina-Kumiko relationship as well. So I think that's one, like, negative mark for the anime. Otherwise, it was a good episode. I'm happy I watched it, definitely. Again, I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with it if the episodes continue to be this long. If they go back to regular length, I will definitely try to keep doing reactions every week. So that's it from me, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you would like to be notified of when our videos go up. We also have a Patreon page because we are funded by you awesome people. So if you want to head over there to check out some cool perks you can get as well, that would be very cool of you, and I would appreciate it very much. So until next time, until my next reaction, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye!